Hi all, Loz D Punch Out TV. How are you all doing on this Monday evening? I want to talk about this week's heavyweight fight. It's Dillian Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin. I've put that picture of Dillian Whyte as a gatekeeper, or saying, is he a gatekeeper now? Just because I'm asking the question, do you think he is? What do you think he's got left? Do you think he'll just be fighting up and coming fighters or mid-tier fighters? And I'm asking that because it's hard to see what Dillian's got left after the Tyson Fury fight, because I didn't get a chance to see what he could do in that fight, because for me he boxed a total wrong game of trying to stay there with Fury instead of pushing Fury back like Otto Whyte did and going just swinging for hell leather and try and get him out of there. But he's been out the ring now since April, so it'll be interesting now to see what he's got left. He's fighting Jermaine Franklin, who's unbeaten. Don't know much about this kid myself. I've watched one of his fights, which was Pavel? I really did write down Pavel Sauer, which was 2 years ago. He's been out of the ring for 2 years, and he's come back out of fight this year, and now he's fighting Dillian Whyte. Whyte is 28, 3, 19. He's age 35, orthodox. He's 6'4", and he's reached 78 inches. Jermaine Franklin is age 29, orthodox, 6'2", so there's nothing in it, and 77 reach, so there's only 1 inch in it between them both. But for me, I'm gonna flip the camera around and just have a quick look on BoxRec at these records. I have written it down, and then we'll carry on with the rest of the video. So I'm just gonna pause it there and flip the camera. Now for me, looking at Jermaine Franklin's record, there isn't really anyone on here who I can say as I know of. But the only 2 real names what stick out for me is, where is he? Rydell Booker. That's a good win. He won on a unanimous decision over a 10-rounder. And Jerry Forrest. They're the only 2 real names what I can say as I know of. Like I say, fought that Pavel Sauer. He won on a UD. I think he lost that fight because I watched that, but I'd have to go back and watch that again. And then he's had 2 years out of the ring. That was in October 2019. Then he's come back, he's fought this guy, Rodney Moore, after 2 years out of the ring. And Rodney Moore, as you can see there, he's got 20 wins, but 22 losses. So he's got more losses than he has wins. He's been knocked out 4 times and he's only got 9 KOs. So, for me, Jermaine Franklin, having 2 years out the ring, after being in a close fight with Pavel Sauer, to come back and fight Rodney Moore, who's got 22 losses and only 9 KOs, then to go on to fight Dillian Whyte. That's a massive jump, That's a big jump. And it's obvious that Dillian's got a hell of a lot better resume, even though he has got the 3 defeats to Tyson Fury, Povetkin and Anthony Joshua. But I mean, he's fought Tyson Fury, Povetkin twice, Marius Whyte, Oscar Rivas. That was a good win for him against Oscar Rivas. That Marius Whyte fight was terrible. He's got the 2 wins over Derek Chisora, even though you can argue about the first one. A good win against Joseph Parker, Lucas Brown, Robert Alanius, Malcolm Tan. I remember that fight. That's when he went to America. I remember when he beat Ian Lewisham as well. That was for the British heavyweight title. Dave Allen, Derek Chisora again. So you can quite clearly see Anthony Joshua. You can quite clearly see that he's fought a hell of a lot better competition than Jermaine Franklin. So he's got the better resume. So I'm just going to stop the camera and flip it back over. Yeah, so just showing you the records there. So for me, it's quite clear that Dillian's got the better resume. But that doesn't always mean everything. This guy's up and coming. I've watched, like I say, I've only watched a couple of, watched one of his fight, and I've just been watching a few clips earlier. Seems a bit of a wild fighter like Dillian. Seems for a good fight. Not many people are talking about it. Well, I've not heard many people talk about it. I'll watch it. I expect Dillian to beat this guy within 6 rounds, but you never know. You don't, like I say, you don't know what Whyte's got left after being knocked out off Fury. Dillian's changed camp again. He's now with James Buddy McGirt. I do hear some people say that fighters can't adapt to other trainers' styles in such a short time and stuff like that, especially as they get older. I don't think that's true, me. I think a fighter can, maybe not to the full potential of what the trainer wants them to do, but I think fighters can pick up things from different trainers. And I did watch an interview with Dillian not so long ago with Gareth A. Davies on TalkSport. It was a pretty good interview, to be fair. And Dillian was saying, like, he wanted to change it because when things are stale and you keep losing or things aren't going your way, then you've got to change it. And I'm all for that, man. I feel that's so true that I honestly think it is true. But like I say, it's going to be interesting to see what Dillian's got left. And like again, I go back to the question: is he just going to be left as a gatekeeper now, fighting these up and young guys? Because I really can't see if he's going to get a world title shot again. Because he's 35 years of age, so he's not no spring chicken, you know. And to get back up into the top elite heavyweights, top 3, top 4, or at least to get a world title shot, it can take a long time starting back, because this guy's got to start right from the bottom again and work his way back up. So it'd be interesting. Like I say, looks to me like he's still with Eddie. Will he get these shots? I don't know. But you never know. Look at Del Boy. This guy just keeps coming out. Pay-per-view, 12 losses on his record, and now he's fighting for a world title. So you're probably best ringing up Del Boy Dillian and ask him how on earth he does it, because he's got some kind of magic, this man, and he keeps getting thrown in with the top heavyweights. But like I say, it baffles me how this guy's got 12 losses and he's fighting for a world title. And not too long ago, he was shot to pieces when he fought Joseph Parker. But anyway, that's another story. Jermaine Franklin, like I say, he's obviously got some bit of power because he's 14 knockouts out of the 21 wins. For me, I think it's a massive leap for this guy. Like I said, to have had 2 years off, had a fight which I think he lost, then have 2 years off because of bankruptcy, so it was saying on Wikipedia, and to come back, have a fight with a guy who's got 22 losses, then jump from that to fighting Dillian Whyte, an experienced fighter who's been in with way better opposition, should I say. But you never know. Like I say, it's heavyweight boxing. Catch Dillian. Could be all over. Dillian might be shot to pieces. I don't know. That's why I'm going to watch it, because I think it's interesting. Let me know what you think. But I'm going for Dillian Whyte, me. I'm going to say round 6, 7. I think Whyte will get him up out of there. I think his experience at fighting top tier fighters will get him through it. And he's got a dangerous left hook. But I believe Whyte will deal with this guy. He's fighting out of Tyson Fury's training camp. He's one of his sparring partners. So, I don't know, it makes good for a fight. It makes an interesting fight. Like I say, probably not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm going to watch it and see what happens. But I believe Whyte will win this fight. Let me know what you think. Do you think Dillian will just be a gatekeeper now? Can you ever see him getting another world title shot? Let me know. I'd be interested to know. Anyway, peace out. Keep on supporting boxing, because we have to, even though it is frustrating. I was just looking at the heavyweight division before, and it's almost laughable. It is, to compare to what I've seen over the 80s and the 90s, but it is what it is. So peace out, take care, catch you soon.